What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. The weekend is finally upon us, man. I'm going to tell you like this. It's been a long week for me. I'm sure it's been a long week for a lot of people, man. Not just, doing these videos, but it's been a stressful week. I'm going to tell you right now, just in my professional life, my personal life, everything's just been, it's been a mess this week. So I finally got some things cleared up. Thank God. This weekend, I'm just chilling this weekend. I need a mental break this weekend from everything. Like, seriously. I don't know about y'all, but I just can't wait for the weekend. Honestly. I think this is a well-deserved 2-day break. But anyway, getting into this episode of GH. Peter not slick. Peter is not slick. Robert is on to him big time. Because as a DA, some prosecutors, when they're doing an active investigation, they keep tabs on people that they put away, who visits them and stuff like that. So it's not surprising to me that Robert knew or found out that Peter visited Shiloh more than once. It's not surprising because, you got contacts in the prison, you got people in the prison that snitch and tell you stuff. Or you just keep tabs on who's visiting. You know what I mean? Especially when it's still an active investigation. You're still prosecuting this person. And Robert made it clear to Peter. Because Peter tried to give him some BS story or whatever. Robert wasn't buying that story. I could see it all over his face. Robert ain't buying nothing Peter ever sells to him. Robert just don't trust Peter. He know he up to no good. And he basically told him, if you interfere with my investigation into Shiloh, and you try to help him get out of this in any way, you interfere in any way, shape, or form, I will arrest your ass for obstruction of justice. I was applauding Robert today. I said, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Put him in his place. And then when Peter found out from Finn that Drew was running around trying to go find Andre Maddox, that didn't sit too well with Peter. Peter got on the phone and told somebody to make sure that Drew didn't find Andre. Listen, please tell me Peter is not going to set something into motion that's going to cause the death of Drew. Peter, you are digging a hole for yourself, boy. You are digging a hole. I thought you were an idiot for even contemplating and then agreeing to help Shiloh. But now you're talking about sabotaging Drew's efforts to find Andre now? What the hell are you hiding? Like, why doesn't he want Drew to find Andre? What are you hiding? He must got more secrets then. Because why do you care if Drew finds Andre? What's it to you? Unless you're hiding something. See, Maxie need to get the hell away from him quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now. Get away from him. Because he's starting to piss me off. Like, he really is. Like, what is he up to? Like, what is the big fascination about Drew finding Andre? Like, what does that... Like, why does that have him so spooked? What the hell is that boy hiding? He's starting to prove Robert right. Because Robert keeps saying that he up to no good, and he is Faison Jr. See, Robert been saying this for a while now. He been telling Anna this. He been telling Maxie this. And nobody been wanting to listen. Now they're about to find out the real. That he ain't all, sugar and spice and everything nice. They're about to find out real soon. I've been hoping and praying they don't kill the Drew character off for a number of reasons. Not mainly because he's a Quartermain, but because he has so much potential. I felt like Billy Miller has so much potential on this show. He did great on the show, even when he was playing Jason, because he played a different version of Jason. But he has done a phenomenal job in his role as not only Jason Morgan, but as Drew Kane. And I feel like there's still a lot more story for him. He got roots in Port Charles, not because of the Quartermains, not just because of them, but because of Scout and stuff. He's still obviously pretty cool with Danny and Jake and stuff. So, he has the Weber family as an extended family. So he has a lot of roots, plus his company. I would just hate for them to kill him off, and they probably just going to do it and make it seem like he's dead, but there's a possibility that he's not So you know how they do. Make it look like somebody did, but you don't find a body and stuff. So there's that possibility. They want to keep the door open. I wish they would stop doing that because that's a little cliche. But, you know, hopefully they just leave the door for him open for him to come back and stuff like that. That's what I'm wishing. I loved the scene between Monica and Finn. That was hilarious. Monica told him to get out of the hospital and stuff and go take a break because he's starting to look like a damn vampire. That was a nice scene. I enjoyed that. And I did enjoy seeing Monica at the park and stuff, you know, kind of bombarding in on Jason and Sam's picnic with Danny and stuff because he's on the soccer team, I guess. It's so funny how Jason and Sam were having a picnic and stuff, and all they could talk about was Shiloh and the whole Franco-Drew situation and all that. Because she did get an email from Drew letting her know that he was going to Ethiopia to find Andre. But I'm like, why are y'all wasting this time talking about Shiloh, of all people? Like, he's just so consuming their life because they're trying to figure him out. They don't know if he wants money or power or both. Like, they're just trying to figure out what his motives are. Like, does he want power over people, or is he in it for some money? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he trying to become a millionaire? I think it's probably both. It's both. Because without power, without money, you don't have power. But sometimes you can get power by doing certain things that will lead to some money. Or, you know, it changes. It's like vice versa. You know, wherever there's money, you know, power will follow. But he used manipulation tactics for his power that leads him to money. You know what I'm saying? So I think for Shiloh, I think it's both. I think it's money and I think it's power. Definitely. I definitely think it's due. Jason, sir, if you're going to have a picnic, I understand, you know, Jake is out camping. That's what Elizabeth said. He's camping, so I get it. But stop having all these little father-son moments with, you know, like, he did kind of have a father-son moment with Jake. But I want to see him with both the kids on a regular basis. Like, stop having them separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like for... I mean, I know Danny and Jake are cool. And they're on friendly terms and stuff as brothers. But I want to see them, you know, interact with their dad together instead of separately all the time. You know what I mean? Like, they need to hook that up. Last time we seen all three of them together was Halloween of 2018. That was, I believe, the last time all three of them were together. They were at Jason's condo. So I just hope that, you know, they do more scenes like that instead of having them separate all the time. Yeah, it's just a little aggravating. It's funny how Jason and Sam talk about, oh, it's fun having a happy regular life. I mean, you're going to have happy regular moments, but your life is far from regular. I just want to say. You're never going to have a regular life. As long as y'all live in Port Charles and Jason is a part of the mob, you're never going to have a regular life. You might, like I said, you're going to have regular moments. But as far as a regular life, white picket fence, a little golden retriever, Jason coming in like Walt Cleaver or something talking about, honey, I'm home, that ain't never going to happen. So you can get that out your mind. You're never going to have that regular life. So I don't know what she talking about regular life. I think she meant to say regular moments, because that's all you're going to have are moments like this. Being in a park, having a picnic, watching your son toss around the soccer, you know, kick the soccer ball around, being in soccer and stuff. That's a moment. You know what I'm saying? Those are moments. So you might want to take your phone out, video it, press, you know, capture that picture, capture that video, because these are what you call moments. This ain't your life, but these are moments. Remember that. So anyway, Ava, you know, she gets this spiritual ghostly visit from Kiki. And Kiki is just as mean to her as she was in life as she is in death. She was not here for Ava's pity party. She wasn't. Kiki was not here for Ava's pity party. She basically blamed Ava for her own messed up life. She blames Ava for her death. Like, she was just not here for Ava trying to throw in a pity party and stuff and trying to cleanse her soul by using Kiki to do it. Because Kiki was like, you know, she just felt like even when she did the article for Crimson, she was like, you know, she felt Ava used the article to try to, you know, make herself out to be a martyr and, you know, try to get the people behind her and throw this little pity party for herself. And she's doing it now, she feels. So Kiki was like, you know, I can't help you, you know, put your mind at peace and be at peace because Kiki was like, I'm not at peace. And she was like, I can't help you because I'm dead. There's no way for me to help you. I feel like that wasn't really Kiki's ghost visiting Ava. I think it was a manifestation of Ava's psychosis. I'm not saying she's psychotic or nothing. I'm just saying like her mind. How sometimes the mind play tricks on you and you manifest things. It can happen. Like you dream things, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I think it was. Because Ava wants something. And this is exactly what Kevin was telling her. Your dreams are telling you something because that's what you want for yourself. You know what I mean? That's what's going on here. It's all about you. You're making this out to be about Kiki, but really this is about you. And I think that's what this was. That ghostly visit was a manifestation. It wasn't really Kiki, in my opinion. Y'all might think differently, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like this is more about Ava trying to redeem herself. Trying to be different, trying to get closure for herself. Trying to make herself feel better. I do believe she really feels like she wants Kiki at peace and stuff like that. I think because she thinks Kiki's not at peace. But I don't think, even if Kiki's not at peace, I don't think that's ever going to happen no matter what Ava does. Hell, she could donate $1 million to charity right now. That's not going to help Kiki. That's still not going to help Ava. You know what I mean? I just feel like Ava needs to drop this. Like you may never find peace. And you may have to live with that for the rest of your life. Because no matter what you do, you still have that in the back of your mind that I did this. I caused this. I treated my daughter this way. I did whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I mean? You did all that. You can't erase that. You can't erase it. You can try all you want to. It's never going to happen. It's always going to be in here. Always. You're always going to have to live with it. You're always going to have to think about it. You know what I mean? What's done is done. That's why we call it history. That's why we call it the past. It's done. You can't change it. There's nothing you can do. That's just something that you're going to have to deal with Kiki on the afterlife. When you get to the other side, you just going to have to deal with it like that face to face. But in the human form, on Earth, it ain't going to happen. You can hire as many psychics as you want. Palm readers, whatever. It ain't going to help you none. So you might as well let it go. And just live with what you did. It's on you. You did it, live with it. Period. That's all you got to do. Anyway, moving on from that. I did like the Michael and Sasha scenes and stuff. Michael was getting a little testy, a little feisty with Finn though. Because they still don't know what's wrong with Sasha. But Finn got the test results back and he seemed surprised, like he knew what the illness was. Like he recognizes it. Because Finn was looking at the test results and he's like, no, how is this even possible? So he must have recognized what's wrong with her. And it must be something he don't like. Or maybe, who knows. Or maybe he's figuring some things out. Maybe it'll lead to Cassandra. But I did like Michael and Sasha scenes and stuff. Sasha is such in a state of mind right now that she's basically almost about to confess. You know what I mean? Because she feels like this illness is her karma, I guess, for lying to Nina and stuff like that. I wish she would just tell Michael the truth. You know what I mean? Now is the perfect time to do it. Because Michael has no intention. Right now, Michael's invested in her. You know what I'm saying? He's all in. She kept telling him, oh, you can leave. I know being here is boring. And he was like, no, because it's more boring being in a little finance meeting or something. That's boring. He ain't lying either. But, he's invested. He really likes Sasha and he cares about her and he's there for her. I just wish that she would confide in him and tell him the whole truth. You know what I mean? Even though she probably won't, but I wish that she would. But I like them together, though. I really do. I like Sasha and Michael. I just wish she would be honest. But the truth gonna come out eventually. Anyway, moving on from that. Carly and Jax, they were just talking about everything under the sun. From her pregnancy to his relationship with Hayden and, what's going on with him and Hayden and stuff like that. And it was so funny how Jax was trying to act like Obrecht was in the room and stuff. That was hilarious. Her talking about Michael and all that stuff and Joseline and the baby and stuff. I mean, my whole thing about Carly and the baby situation, I'm glad she didn't really go into detail. Like, I don't think she should talk to Jax about it, because I'm pretty sure Sonny's not going to be happy. Like, her talking to her ex-husband about their baby's health issues, knowing that they haven't even talked about it with their own kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't even talked about it with Joseline or Michael. They haven't discussed any of the specifics with them. So I don't see Sonny being happy about her talking about that with Jax. And I'm glad she's, you know, being mute about it. And, you know, Jax was letting her know, like, him and Hayden, that's just business. You know, ain't nothing personal about that. That's business. But you notice the big difference in parenting styles between Jax and Carly, because Jax is more laxed as a parent compared to Carly. Carly, you know, she can be lax, but she's more stern when it comes to Joseline compared to Jax. Jax is more the fun parent, while Carly has to, you know, lay the hammer down. You know what I mean? And that's how you have to be. Because a lot of people got parents like that. You got one parent that'll coddle you and stuff like that. You got the one parent that's just tough on you and always got to kick you in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Bad cop, good cop. Sometimes you have to have that. It depends on the child. You know, you have to have that. That balance. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mother do sometime with some of us. You know, she coddles sometime, but she's that type of person. She'll coddle sometime, but she'll also kick you in the butt when she feel like she has to. You know, that's the best of both worlds. You got to know when to coddle and when to kick. You know what I mean? Just got to know when to do it. Sometimes you got to do both at the same time. Just how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, Jax's idea about Joseline was he felt like Joseline should take maybe a semester off or whatever, get a tutor or be homeschooled. You know, she should be homeschooled and he could take her around the world. I agree with Carly. I said, no. She should be in school being a teenager. I agree 1,000% with that. Joseline should be in school with other kids, socializing with kids her age, doing what the kids do. You know, going to volleyball practice, hanging out with her friends in the cafeteria, eating. That's what she should be doing. Getting that full experience. Because you don't want to get older and regret not being there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do that. And I agree with Carly. She needs to learn how to move on from Oscar and start having fun again. And start living her life. You know, she's still young. Enjoy it. You know, you're going into your junior year. In my opinion, I have to agree with Trina. You know, once you hit your junior year, you're an upperclassman now. You're not a freshman or a sophomore no more. You're an upperclassman. Let me tell you something. When I became a junior, we felt that when we became juniors in high school, we felt it. Like, we were now upperclassmen. We felt like we were a part of the upper crust, like we were a part of the elite. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel, because when you're a freshman and a sophomore, you know, you feel like you're in the bottom of the totem pole in high school, you know? But when you hit that junior status, you're a part of the elite. You know what I'm saying? That's when stuff be on and popping. You know, you start getting this college stuff ready. You start getting this prom stuff ready. You know, all this stuff. Like, you just, you know, having a ball. All these trips. You know what I mean? Having more fun. You know, yeah, the schoolwork can be a little boring, but you're going to knock that out. You know what I mean? Like, that's when the fun really begins. You know, you want to experience that with people your age, your friends, you know, in a classroom. There's nothing wrong with kids that's homeschooled and stuff. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. But for me, you know, I got to feel the experience. I got to be in a classroom. I got to be with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not the biggest people person, but I just had to experience that. And I thank God that I did, you know. I thought about being homeschooled at one point, but then I said, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? No. It's nothing like getting up in the morning, getting ready, getting dressed, getting fly, going to school, doing your work, acting a clown in class with your friends. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely not. Nothing wrong with it. That's the best feeling in the world. And I'm glad that Carly, you know, feels that way. She's like, no, Joseline needs to move on with life, because the world doesn't stop. And I agree. It doesn't. She got to keep moving. You got to keep moving forward. And I'm glad that Jax, you know, agreed with Carly, and he was like, we're going to try it out for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? See how she do with it. And I agree with that. That's a fair compromise. And I'm glad that Jax is on board with this, and it's a united front. You know what I mean? Because you don't want a child to try to play one parent against the other. That's what you don't want. But I'm glad he's on board. But they did find a compromise. Let her do her junior year, see how she likes it. After the junior year is over, by the time senior year comes around, if she still wants to, do the whole tutor thing, homeschool thing, then they'll consider it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be more open to it. And, I'm glad Carly agreed to it. She was like, that's fair. That's fair. Because Jax was feeling like we should consider her feelings and what she wants. It's not like Carly didn't consider it. Of course she did. But she considered it for a second. And that's all it takes. A second. No. And I agree. No. Mm-mm. And it was funny to me how Joseline was trying to get Cameron to take a year off or whatever. No, she was trying to get him to drop out too and get tutored at home with her. Joseline, stop encouraging that. No. Because Cameron did admit it's going to be awkward going back to school without Oscar and stuff like that. It's not going to be as much fun. And I get it. But life moves on. I'm pretty sure right now Elizabeth is going to tell him the same thing. You're going to school. Actual school. You already know how Liz is. She ain't with all that homeschooling, tutoring, and all that. No. Please. Even when Aiden was going through what he was going through in school, that still wasn't an option. She could have easily took him out of school and let him be homeschooled, but that was a no. Y'all got to keep persevering. You got to keep going. You got to do what you got to do. I agree with that. Most definitely. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all Monday. Hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic weekend. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday. See y'all later. Peace.